everyone, and welcome to my 2021 project pan update. I'd like to first start off by saying that my next fitness challenge video will be up in just over a week, so please stay tuned if you're interested in seeing that. I will have my project pan playlist down in the description box in case you missed my previous videos. And now let's get started. The first item is the Tatcha Soap Canvas Primer. And it is in the mini size, so it's only 7 grams. My goal for this was to finish it, and I haven't reached my goal. However, I have had significant progress with this product. I am almost there. And by looking at it, I think it's only gonna take me 3 to 4 uses to finish up completely. When I first rolled this primer in, it weighed 32 grams, and today it weighed 29 grams. Second item is the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Foundation. And this one I've had a little bit of progress. In my last update it weighed 140 grams, and today it weighed 138 grams. So I've used up 2 grams of product. I do have to say I didn't wear makeup that often this month. So far I am going through this foundation slowly but surely. I have had it for over a year and moving on to a year and a half, so I do look forward to finishing this up, hopefully before the summertime. And next item, the item that I had the least progress so far, is the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and it is the normal to dry version. So I've had this in my project pan since the beginning of the year, and it weighed 50 grams. When I weighed it for my last update, it weighed 50 grams. When I weighed it today, it still weighed 50 grams. I cannot believe it. I really have been using this every single time when I wear makeup since having it in my project pan, and I have no idea what's going on. At the back it says it's a total of 9 grams. So using up 1 gram would be using up 1/9 of this product. So which means since the beginning of 2021, I haven't even used up 1/9 of this powder. I really hope I could have a little bit more progress in my next update, either in the pan or in the weight. Next item is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. And in my last update, I just had the tiniest bit left, like less than half a centimeter, I would say. It's very, very little. And of course, I have completely used it up. And I have to mention that even with the tiniest bit left, it lasted me quite a few uses. Since my last update, I thought I was going to use it up in just 1 or 2 uses, but I didn't keep track, but it was definitely way more than just 1 or 2 uses. I would say it lasted me for 5 to 7, at least 5 to 7 uses before I completely used it up. And that is how I feel about this brow pencil ever since using it, although I'm not a big fan of the shape, and therefore I won't ever repurchase it. I don't think so. It is very cost effective. I've used so many different brow pencils, and this one, I have to say, is the one that lasted me the longest. So the new item I rolled in is the Fenty Beauty Brow Pencil. And like I mentioned in my last update, I'm not a big fan of this product. So I'm putting it in my project pan to motivate myself to finish it. And since I've been using it regularly in the past couple of weeks, I realized that this really doesn't last very long. This is how much I have left, and that's it. Comparing to when I first rolled it in, there's definitely a significant change between now and then. I feel like I've only used it a handful of times, and it went down that much. So that was kind of surprising. I did not expect that. And now that I know it gets used up so quickly, I'm sure I could finish it before my next update. And we'll see what I roll in after this. I don't really have any other brow pencils that I don't enjoy using left. So we'll see. Maybe I'll roll in something from a different category. And next item is the NARS Orgasm Mini Eyeshadow Palette. My goal is to hit pan on this shade over here. And as you can see, I am nowhere near that. I have been using this consistently since I rolled it in, and I haven't been seeing much progress because the eyeshadow is very firmly pressed into the pan, which is a great thing because then I get my money worth out of it, right? So I'm not in a rush to hitting pan on this. I do look forward to hitting pan one day, hopefully before the end of this year, and I will continue using it consistently. Next item I have is the Shiseido Minimalist Whipped Powder Blush in the shade 03 Momoko. This is definitely one of my favorite blushes. And in my last update, I had great progress, so I decided to slow down a little bit in using this product because now I know that I could finish this up by the end of this year, because my goal is to use this up by the end of the year. So when I weighed it for my last update, it weighed 86 grams and it weighs the same today. The only downside of having it in a project pan is that from the texture, it's really hard to tell how much I've used up. And the next item is something that I have completely used up. It is the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Dolce Vita. It's only a mini size, but I really scraped out everything I could from it. And it was surprising how much I had left in it. And since my last update, I rolled in a new item, which is a full-size lipstick. It is the YSL The Slim in the shade 12. And my goal is definitely not to finish it. I'll have the pictures from when I rolled it in versus today when I measured it. And where I have the red line is my goal. So I haven't used up a ton of it, and I'm not even anywhere near my goal either. But you could see that there is a difference between now and back when I first rolled it. Next item is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray in the mini size. So in my last update, I only have a little bit left, and now it's completely used up. So I decided to roll in a new item. And this is the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist. And for some reason, I didn't weigh it when I rolled it in. So I have no idea what I started with. It wasn't full though, I know. And today I weighed it and it was 122 grams. And I know I haven't used it a lot at all in the month of February. So hopefully I can use this a little bit more in March. I know I'm thinking maybe I should just use it in the setting spray step so I could finish it, because I've had it for almost 1.5 years and the shelf life on the bottle is 12 months. So it's definitely already past that. I don't feel that it's going bad by any means, but I really hope to use this up as soon as possible. And right now I still have, I can't tell from the bottle, but definitely more than half. My next item is the eyeshadow palette from the brand Kate. My goal for this is to hit pan on this shade over here, which I use as a nose contour, and as you can see, I hit my goal. I actually hit pan on this shade. Well, I actually had more progress than I thought I would for this update. So I'm very happy because I've had this eyeshadow palette for a very long time, probably 6 or 7 years I would say, and it definitely brings a lot of memories. So I will be rolling in a new item. Now the new item isn't all that exciting. Well, I guess it's probably not exciting at all, because look what I'm rolling in. So this is what I'm rolling out. This is what I'm rolling in. Wow. They're not the same palette, by the way, because this one's a different shade. The one I'm rolling out is BR6 and this one is BR7. I use this shade over here quite a bit. And my goal is the same. My goal is to hit pan on this shade over here, which I also use as a nose contour. And just in case if anyone's interested to know, I do have 5 eyeshadow palettes from this series. And BR6, the one I just rolled out, was definitely the one I used the most. And BR7, which is this one I'm rolling in, being the second. So after I hit pan on this one, I don't think I'd be rolling in another one of these just because I didn't use them as often anyways. And last but not least, another product I am rolling out is this Hourglass palette from holiday of 2020. So my goal was to use this 25 times in total, and I've hit my goal on this. So I am rolling in another face palette since it's another NARS product. I lost track of how many NARS products I've had in this project pan so far, and it is their Orgasm Infatuation cheek palette. This was released, I think, maybe 3 years ago, something like that. I really used this a lot since I got it, but for some reason, ever since this past summer, I almost stopped using this palette. I think it's because I got a few new single blushes back in the summer, so I just wasn't all that interested in using my palettes anymore. So I've decided to put this in my project pan, and also with just a usage goal of 25 times. As much as I love these shades and I've used them a lot, I don't think I could ever hit pan on these. I just feel like the NARS powders, they're so firmly pressed into the pan that there's no kickback at all, and it could just last forever. All right, so that wraps up my project pan update. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really means a lot to me. And if you'd like to see more content, more of my project pan updates, please don't forget to subscribe. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye.